Here back at you again with another cryptocurrency video. We've noticed some pretty crazy price volume here recently, and I haven't made a video in quite some long time now, so I thought I would update you guys and kind of show you what I'm thinking. So let's get right into it. So right here we're looking at Bitcoin right now on the Coinbase exchange, and what we can see is that we had this pretty significant run up here. What this was caused by, and what I let some of my traders know, is that this is caused by a pretty large cup and handle pattern that we had here. If we can see all the way over here in July of 21, we had the run up, then we had this cup, and then we had the handle with this trend line that went right through it, that matched up along the way, and it hit its target, which was right here around 102,000. We know that Bitcoin recently, if we zoom in, has hit $108,000, and it's actually exceeded what it was supposed to do based on that cup and handle pattern, and now it's kind of like, what's next? So let's get into what's next. So what's next for Bitcoin is actually pretty dire, I would say, or it's pretty critical here into this position. So we have this fib level, which is at 102,000, and we can see that Bitcoin's been toying around with it, you can say. So we can see that, we touched it here, popped over, went back down, and then touched it back. And then now we're attempting to touch it again here. So this area is showing like very large significance. And that can mean a couple things. It can mean that we test it like we're doing right now and we fail and we go back down, or it can mean we break out. So what I do have here, or at least drawn out, is I think Bitcoin's making a descending triangle here. We can see that by the flat line of resistance with declining resistance with flat line of support, and it makes this like little triangle pattern or whatever. So we can see that it's been touching down here quite some time, and then we can also see that these resistances are also declining. And this can mean two things. Patterns can always break out in both ways. And because we're in an upward trend, I'm inclined to say this is a continuation pattern. What that means is that the price action here will continue in the direction that it's going forward with. But weirdly enough, a descending triangle is actually usually has downward price action. It usually breaks out at the bottom here. But if we play this as a continuation pattern here, we can just take the breakout point, or I mean the tallest point of the triangle. So like right here, that would be at this top, and we can draw a line, and we can actually copy it and then paste another line here, and then we can get a target, right? So if we were to break out, let's say today we were to break out, that target would be $117,000. But if we break out, let's say more down here, let's say like January 25th, based on this pattern, it'd be like $113,000, which would be pretty good. If we saw price action that broke above this 108, like to right here, the next thing that I would look for is confirmation on this fib level for support, right? So we would want to see that support at that 102 level, which, maybe we get it, maybe we don't. But that is what I would look for. If this support failed, then I would look for a downward trend. Now, if this triangle plays out, I guess, as a reversal pattern, or how traditionally how this pattern plays out, it actually breaks out to the bottom here, and the price target's going to be the same regardless of where it breaks out, just due to that flat support level. And we see that that would go down to roughly $75,000. And I can mark that with a horizontal line here. That way we're able to see exactly where that's at. We can kind of see that this is like where some points of resistance were on the run up right here. And we can also see that there was also some resistance because we do have some fib levels here as well. So in an upward scenario, again, maybe roughly $110,000 to 115, depending on when we break out. And on that downward scenario, it would be $75,000 for Bitcoin. And we can see that something is going to happen, because we are seeing that volume is declining in line with the trend. So we are making a pattern here, and you can usually tell if you're making a pattern if volume descends along the pattern. So we would look for some type of volume breakout to confirm that something's going to happen. Now we could talk about some other things that could possibly potentially make this a little bit more bullish, and that would be the inauguration coming up with the next, I guess, candidate in the presidential election, or I guess the next president, because no longer a candidate. And because the administration is so pro cryptocurrency, this could happen very soon. Oh yeah, this is just coming up, right? On Monday, or wait, yeah, on Monday the 20th. So this is coming up pretty soon. So we could expect to see maybe a breakout on the 20th. And if it did have a breakout on the 20th, we would see roughly, 115, I think it was. Let's go to the 20th. Boom, boom, boom. And then, yeah, so we would see roughly like 116,000. And then maybe a drop, from there back down to this fib level, and then show support to 102. So that's what I'm expecting to see for Bitcoin in the upcoming days. So yeah, if you think that that's interesting and that you like this analysis, please leave a like on the video, please subscribe. And I'm going to be posting some more altcoin videos, because right now I'm really loading up on the altcoins, just due to them being at such a great level right now, and that they're going to be able to just make the most returns coming up. So if you would like to see some of those altcoin videos, please turn on that bell and subscribe, and you'll be able to see those videos. So thank you, and bye.